All right, guys, it looks like we are live and ready to go. I'm not totally sure if we are. I'm just going to give it a little bit longer here. Everything is looking good on the YouTube end. I got the big screen up right now, and for those of you guys who don't know or maybe are new here, I'm right now in Berlin, so right now it's a little bit late. So we're 6 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. So right now it should be noon Eastern Standard Time, and yeah, so it's a little dark here. I do have one light over there that's giving me a little bit, but let's go into, okay, Abdul says it's live. All right, that sounds good. So this video, we're going to be diving through 2020 stats. Usually on my recap videos, I go and talk a lot about specific setups, specific patterns, and we go through a lot of charts and all that fun stuff. I'm not going to do that so much this video. I kind of want to see if we can get a good bird's eye view, find some indicators together, or kind of find some patterns together, and then do a little bit of forecasting for 2021. And if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them in the live stream at any time, or if you're watching this on playback, in the comments below, or actually what I want to say is don't forget the timestamps are always going to be below these videos, just like all the other live streams. Let me go ahead and switch my screen now. So if I can find the right button to do that. Oh yeah, there's a little disclaimer. I actually forgot about that one. So right now I actually have the stats for January up here, just to give us a little bit of perspective how far we've come. Because in 2020, in 2019, and then the beginning of, actually, no, that's not true. Yeah, 2017, 2018, 2019, I was a day trader, primarily though in cryptocurrency. That's where the whole channel kind of began. I think at the end of 2019 is when I started the channel. But the problem with day trading cryptocurrency, it was a little bit slow. So originally, like in 2013 is actually when I started day trading, and that was kind of my main job, my main passion. That's what I was doing every single day. And that's kind of what we're doing again now. But the thing is, I started day trading cryptocurrency for a long time because I was like, okay, there's no pattern day trader rule. This is going to be kind of fun. But it was, the fees were high and you just never knew when the volatility was there. So then I was like and then we had a huge hack, which put me out of service for like 2 months. And after all that, during that time as well, in 2019 November, guess what happened? We had a huge thing happen with a lot of U.S. brokerages where there was $0 commission. And then I was like, okay, $0 commission. I can't trade cryptocurrency right now because all my accounts are frozen. You know what? I'm going to start day trading small caps again, what I love. And that's when we started the $25,000 challenge. So that's really where the whole entire thing for the live stream really came from, because I was like, you know what? Unlike cryptocurrency, I know right at the market open is when the most volatility happens. So I was able to stream myself trading for once, because you can't really stream yourself trading cryptocurrency because you just never really know when the opportunities are going to rise. I tried it multiple times, but it usually just got a little bit light. Whew, getting dizzy speaking too much. Okay, so I just want to show you guys where we're currently at. So this is January. January is not over yet. We are right here. January, it's a Tuesday. Today was a small profit day. Could have been a huge red day. I got stuck in a halt, lost like $800, and then but somehow we ended the day green here, $200. Yesterday was about $1,000 profit day. So we got 1, 2, 3 more trading days before the month is over. And right now we're a little over $1,100 or $11,000 for the month. I've been using decent position size, roughly $7.5 thousand per trade. Total winners around 69%. And this is actually with our swing trades, but my day trading risk reward right now isn't that hot. It's like 1-to-1 risk reward. It's not the best. So this number also includes some swing trades. So let's just go here to the only day trading, which we're at 7.1 right now. Day trading is really most of what we do. And then, yeah, you can see here my risk reward isn't like ideal, but yeah, this is January stats. We're going to dive a lot more in detail about January stats. I just want to kind of give you guys a perspective of where we're currently at, how we're currently doing. Because 2020, the first 6 months was basically nothing. It was basically break-even time. We had good percentage returns, but overall the month was, or the 6 months were very slow because we were limited to 3 trades per day based on how I allocated my cash account. So let's go ahead and go to the stats here for 2021, and let's scroll down here. This is unlimited and the 25K challenge account from the 1st to the December. So you can see here This is the first of January till current. So you can see that we made $37,000 day trading small caps, and really that most of that is coming from end of June till December, because that's when we switched the to the to the swing trade account, and that, or the unlimited account, and that's really where the numbers really started to shine. And I was going through a lot of my notes. I want to show you guys this post. I'm going to leave it in the pinned comment below. I went through my whole entire 2020 journal. It was about 90 pages long. I watched all of my recap videos, and there was one thing that really stood out that I want to share with you guys. Let me scroll down here a little further. These are some of the highlights for each month. And this is where everything changed, right here in June. Hold on one sec. Don't forget I have a nice tea or coffee here on standby. I was talking too much. I got to catch my breath. Okay, this is where everything kind of changed here in June. At June, after 6 months of trading the small account, we grew from like $3,000 to $7,000, right? It was like doubling the percentage-wise. It was a lot. We basically grew our account over 100%. The problem was we weren't like, it wasn't really enough to live off of, right? And the biggest thing holding me back, the biggest thing I complained about every single month in my journal was like, I'm being limited on trades. I can't get aggressive. I'm holding trades too long because I'm hoping this is going to be, this is going to work out, and then I close for a loss. And then I FOMO like my last trade the rest of the day because, I was waiting for that perfect setup all day that never came. So I was like, okay, I think what we did here in the last 6 months was prove that we have a winning strategy. We proved that we are consistently profitable. So I decided in June, mid-June, to deposit $25,000, make the unlimited account. That's the account you guys know right here. We have the unlimited and the Roth, and then switch to day trading unlimited. It was a really interesting time, and I think what we learned is the fact that having outside kind of barriers limit you is very dangerous. And I think now I still have the problem where I'm thinking in my head like, this isn't a perfect setup. I gotta wait. When in reality, I should be trading a setup like 1, 2, 3 times, because that's how you could constantly just squeeze out profits from a trade. And since I was so reluctant to trade back then, I'm still have a little bit of PTSD from, waiting. And I think that was the biggest thing. Once I took off those, trading wheels or those weird limits, things really started looking up for the trading. And every month, you guys could go here. This is actually, I'm going to pin it right now in case you guys are curious. Let me quickly pin it. Where is it? Here, one sec. I'll go ahead.
Broker mit Flatrate.
Let me pause it here. I will pin it in the first comment in case you guys are already curious. There is another way to reach this, and if you just go to tradejournal.co/Winkler, you can also see my recent posts, recent trades, and here's the December one. But I have all the videos here of the recaps, and we also have like the different days here recapped, and then you can kind of go through some of my bigger thoughts. Now, a big thing in June was like, okay, I want to take, the day trading a little bit more serious. So I stopped all my other projects. I was doing some web development for some clients. I didn't do that. I was like, I can't do it anymore in June. I was totally overworked. So, June was like, I gotta, slow down, focus on the day trading. What else here? We never did any drastic pivots. Everything we kind of really thought out. And even when we went to the unlimited account, I didn't start trading unlimited right away. I gave it like a week or two before we increased actually our trade number. One second here. I'm still a little sick, so I can't talk too much. And I'm streaming right now on the second stream of the day is really hitting me hard. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit slower. So a lot of these you guys can review on your own time if you haven't done so already. You can get a lot of good information out. What I want to kind of go through with you guys is actually all the stats here on the different trading platforms that you guys might be using as well. Sorry if I'm slowing down here a little bit. I'm getting like dizzy because, like I said, I'm still sick a little bit. We took pretty much last week off because I was sick, so I can't talk too fast. Profitly is a site you guys probably know from Tim Sykes. I've been uploading my trades here as well to kind of give me a little bit of comparison. Actually, for some reason, the net profit here is 41,000 compared to here on Trade Journal, the primary trading journal that we use, a little bit lower here. I think there was a lot of issues with Profitly and TradingView that we're going to review in terms of not really on the platform, but matching the trades. There was a few like swing trades mixing up with day trades. So I actually think my actual results are a little bit highlighted here, a little bit more properly at the 37,000 for the month or for the year. Pretty much half a year, you can say, because that's really when we started trading unlimited. So this is really more for 6 months in a way. So here's some of the stats. One sec. And I'm just seeing here on all these platforms, our winning ratio is pretty consistently over 60%. Largest winning trades, a swing trade. You can see I wasn't really shorting. These were actually 2 accidental shorts, so we weren't shorting at all. But one really thing that's really nice to see is the right now on Trade Journal, there's no chart of a there's no charts yet on our statistics. That's still being built out. So right now on Profitly, this is really cool. We do have a chart here that we can look at. So you can kind of see here how this challenge was going for us. So the challenge was really, really slow, right? We were limited on position size. We were limited on number of trades. This was really tough trading. But the valuable part is we really learned our strategy well. I really dialed it in. Gave us a lot of time to review and reflect, and which we still do now. Every single month we do recaps. I study my past trades every single morning. But that really allows us to be more consistent because we're studying our strategy. We have our max stops. We have our rules in place. And every day I'm fairly doing the similar thing over and over again. You can see ever since we went unlimited, we had really, really good growth from there on out. And actually, if we go to Trader View, we have a very similar situation here. If we go, so this is filtered here for the right stats as well. Dates. And then you can go here to cumulative P&L and very similar chart. You can see, we didn't have too many down draws, and every day we're fairly consistent. It looks like our biggest down draw was about $1,000, 1,100. So pretty nice over there. And yeah, all these sites are kind of showing similar things. I wouldn't say one site was like, oh wow, this is very open, or like this really shed a lot of light, or new light, because we have been going through the stats so often. Does look like Tuesday's one of my worst days. Wednesday is my best day. Here you can see my trading. So we almost do no trading after noon. Most of my trading profits is actually at between 7 to 8 a.m. Thanks, Jesse. And then you can see here, like I was saying before, this is the $25,000 challenge. These were some swing trades that we closed out. And then in July is really when things started taking grass. Remember, it was end of June. We funded the account, but I didn't trade any different. So it was really the 1st of July is when things started picking up for us. We had some bigger swing trade losses, I think, in November. I think this multi-day is actually going to be more in 2021 because we're going to be increasing our swing trading a little bit more as our account grows there. We have a lot of trades here under a minute. Remember, guys, if you are curious on what we do here every single day on the live streams, we do have a tradejournal.co account right here, kind of page to get you guys caught up to speed. We do have that foundation video series if you guys are curious to see exactly what I'm looking for every single day, and we have that slides and checklist right here as well. Plus the Discord group where we're always talking about tickers we're looking at, doing our due diligence, and just sharing ideas with each other. Let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions here. I'm just kind of going through the charts with you guys, and if you guys do have any or the stats with you guys, if you guys do have any questions or you want me to look into anything specific, let me know. A big thing as well is I think we're going to have a lot of these stats on tradejournal.co very, very soon. So I don't think I'm going to be using Profitly or TraderView for the 2022 recap. Most likely not. I'm not totally sure. But I did get the trial pro membership so I can import all my trades in case you guys are curious about that. TT's calling out BNGO. That one's such a hot ticker. Number of winning trades, 67%. Usually in a really good month, we'll be over 70%, but like 64 seems to be a little bit my average. It looks like actually 67%, but like most of my months are around 64%. Let's go back to the stats here. This is 64% cumulative. Yeah, so kind of coming back here to a little bit of what we reviewed each day. I really do think this point hits home more than anything else. I think a big thing that we've been doing on this account and this portfolio and this channel is, we like to run things through. We like to see things till the end. So I'm not usually pivoting too much in terms of, okay, we tried this for a week, let's stop it, it didn't work out. Or, we tried this once and let's make a rule out of it. It's like when things happen again and again and again and again, and we see a pattern, then we start making rules, we start making pivots, we start changing, maybe the recap video into the live stream, things like that. So I think a big thing that helped me become a better trader is just, taking things very, very slowly. Like nothing any one day should make or break you. But all those days added together is what makes or breaks you, right? So just a little bit every day is really something that is probably my biggest takeaway and the biggest thing I could, advise somebody else. Self-setters wondering if I trade Forex. No, I do not trade Forex. I really like the fact that small caps, the opening times, I like the market open, and I like getting in and out and just kind of being done for the day. Again, we have a lot of videos, especially this one here in August, where we really dive into the chart patterns a little bit more. If you guys want to learn more about the chart patterns, I'm just here to discuss with you guys, go through the stats a little bit, and we'll talk about a little bit more with what we have planned for 2021 from here. Oh yeah, we actually had our first 1K profit day in December. On December 31st, I don't know if you guys remember that. That was the day we finally broke the 1K profit. Where was that? That was right here. That was the last trading day of the year. And ever since then, I think this month alone, we've had like 4 or 5 1K profit days. So that was like, I feel like that was a big psychological barrier. And I feel like with day trading, you just want to be, like with most things, but specifically with day trading, because it's so like volatile, it could be volatile. You want to take those, kind of emotional extremes and really kind of reduce it a little bit by, being very specific on what you're trading. With trading, like the grass is always greener on the other side. Do you do options? Do you do Forex? Do you do cryptocurrency? Well, you can do all those things. You can make money with all those things. But if you try all of them, you're not going to get really good at any of them. And I feel like that's very dangerous with day trading. So you really want to stay focused with day trading. And that's why I felt like the challenge was so important. But at the same time, it was good to move on at one point. when we realized, okay, we could do this challenge, we could complete the challenge, but it might take another year, who knows? Or we could switch and, we've already proven what we wanted to prove. Thanks, guys. Am I in Hillian? Yeah, Mike, I am. We're along that ticker. STC, I have not looked at that one yet. With swing trades, a big thing we do on our swing trades is really looking for momentum. We're trading momentum stocks for swing trading, so we're looking for tickers that have big news, are in a hot sector, and they're trending to the upside. And then I'm typically buying pullbacks or big breakouts, and then buying the pullbacks, or buying maybe rounded bottoms, a little bit of reversal areas. What's my take on the whole Wall Street bet plays? They're finding some hot tickers. Let's go back here to the profit chart so you guys can see this a little bit better. So yeah, a really, really big thing, guys. I would say with day trading is just being, finding what works for you and just really trying to perfect that craft, and then staying really dedicated. Every single day, just study, and try to do very, very much the same thing every day. But tweaking it just a little bit. Don't try to make drastic changes in one day, unless you had a huge incident and you realize this incident was only caused by X. Well, then you make a new rule and turn that experience into a lesson, and hopefully it'll never repeat itself. Like maybe today I had a huge loss today trading a halt. So if I wanted to avoid those kind of big losses, then I could say, okay, I won't trade stock that has halt potential. But I don't know. That's one of those rules that isn't that clear yet. So you keep doing the same thing and every time tweaking a little bit. Like for example, I know if I sometimes when I'm on a slippery slope and getting towards a max loss, sometimes I just stop early. My max loss for the day is 10% based on my average position size for the month. So for this month, my average position size is $7,500, right? So that would mean I stop at $700 more or less trading for the day once I reach that point. So, just making rules slowly and just staying really, really focused on one thing at a time. I'm trying to think here if there's anything I really want to discuss more on these other accounts. I did go through them, and I think a big thing that I was kind of happy to find is by reviewing my trades every single day, by doing my monthly recaps, I wouldn't say there was like a massive thing that I was like, oh wow, I'm super surprised about this. But to me, what I do like about TraderView right now that Trade Journal doesn't have is you can kind of see there like Monday and Tuesday, day of the week. So these are all kind of statistics that we're going to be incorporating in the future. And it was kind of nice to see a little bit more of an overview. Like, okay, yeah, like I knew that after the challenge, things really started picking up. But here, it puts a little bit more price to it all, or just a little statistics behind kind of the theories a little bit more. So let's kind of switch the focus here, unless you guys have any more specific questions on, these stats. But let's switch the focus just a little bit on going forward. Like, how do we want to go forward from here? How can we take all this that we are doing now to the next level? And I think that kind of really goes back to the whole outline here. And then just, don't take anything, everything's working that we're doing now. Nothing really that we're doing now is different than during the $25,000 challenge. That's the crazy part. A lot of the statistics, a lot of the percentages are all the same. All we're doing really is using bigger size. We're getting a little bit better with the patterns. We're getting, sometimes a little bit more aggressive when I should be getting aggressive. We stop trading when it doesn't make sense anymore. Just, refining ourselves, learning ourselves, and not trying to overexhaust myself like I have been. That's why I've been a little bit sick lately. Just being really relaxed and having that long-term game. So in 2021, for example, we want to increase our Roth IRA swing trade portfolio for day trading. I just want to basically do all the same. I want to get a little bit more aggressive with the breakouts and the pullbacks on tickers that are trending to the upside above VWAP. A lot of these things repeat themselves over and over again. I always find it so funny. So like, for example, if we just, I don't know, let's go to August, for example. I wrote down always, main repetitive lessons. Here we go. So here's a thing I was thinking. I was not getting aggressive enough on uptrending stocks. So a lot of these things I'm saying have repeat themselves over and over again for months. Pre-market, base hits only. Don't get too aggressive pre-market, especially your first trade of the day. Let's go to September here, where I was analyzing September. This was actually when we were in Portugal for the whole month. Again, pre-market, base hits only. I even said old bit gold. Trade the market that you're in. Don't get aggressive on trading breakouts if the last week were only failed breakouts or something like that, or the stock you're trading is failed breakouts, especially intraday. If all pre-market was failed breakouts, well, it might continue. Trading dips sometimes, every 2 to 3 weeks there's kind of like a different pattern that's doing extra hot. Swing trading was picking up a lot here. So for me personally, I think swing trading is going to make a big difference as this goes on. With day trading, at one point I think we're going to be maxed out. I don't know when it's going to be. Right now we're trading $10,000 position sizes quite often. I think we're going to be getting to $20,000 position sizes within the next 2, 3, 4 months. But I really think at one point, even with Ross Cameron, he usually doesn't go over 250,000 per position size. And I do think that's kind of where the day trading small caps kind of, stop. So then maybe in the future from there, I don't know if this is going to be 2021, but we're going to kind of max out the day trading. But then the swing trading, we could easily go with $1 million into a lot of these swing trades. So, this is all stuff that, it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen in the next 6 months, but it's just like, things to work towards. So because day trading at one point is going to max out, I do want to make sure we have a good second strategy in place, the swing trading strategy, for once we reach, a Roth IRA account over $1 million, which I think, is very realistic. Maybe not this year, but definitely in the following years from there. So, we want to have, our short-term strategy, and we want to have our midterm strategy, and we also want to have our long-term long game strategy, which, is easy. That's just blindly investing into the market, into cryptocurrency, into different asset classes. So the long-term strategy, anyone could do. The midterm strategy, swing trading, you got to find your style. With day trading as well, short-term strategy, you got to find your style. And I think that's a big important one. Don't copy what anyone else is doing. Try to take a little bit of pieces from everyone and then, weave it together yourself. But yeah, everything's really possible if you just give it enough time and you just, work towards it every single day. Pablo, yeah, amen. No, 1 million, not 1 million in 1 year. I think I'm thinking what's going to happen if we have 1 million cash to trade with. Well, obviously I don't need that for day trading. I could have a day trading account with $100,000 in it and I'm totally fine because I could trade, $50,000 position sizes, and in a margin account, it doesn't matter. It's like boom, boom, boom. You don't really need to put more in that account. But if it's a Roth IRA account, swing trading, cash account, then okay, well, that account could have, 1 million, 10 million, $100 million in that account. How do we start managing that money as that goes up, right? And that's what we're kind of learning here on the side. So as we're getting better with day trading, we're thinking about the future a little bit more as well. What happens, once we have this large amount of cash? Because you don't need, $1, $2, $3 million, whatever, for day trading small caps. You need probably at most $500,000 in your margin account. And that's it, in my eyes. I don't know. Maybe my thoughts are going to change in 6, 12, 16 months. Who knows? But yeah, current thoughts. TT says 1 million is possible. Omar's wondering how good TD Ameritrade is. I think TD Ameritrade is still one of the best free day trading and swing trading and investing brokers out there, retail platforms. I'm really not a big fan of Robinhood. I do have some positions in Robinhood, but to me, the platform just makes me just have a nervous breakdown every time. It's too simple. The charts are just way too basic, and it just kind of freaks me out. So anything I'm doing in Robinhood is long-term usually. Webull is a pretty good option. It's a little bit delayed. Like you think TD Ameritrade is delayed, Webull is a bit more delayed. And also, but I wanted to say not also, but Webull allows you at 4 a.m. Trading, so they have full extended hours trading. So I really like that about Webull. TD Ameritrade, the pre-market only starts at 7, so it's not as great. I have never used TradeZero. I have no idea, but I hear good things. And I also hear Smart Broker or something in Europe is quite good, but there's a long waiting line. Because right now, everyone and their grandma's a day trader, it feels like. Hopefully I'm not missing anything at the moment. Feel free to keep commenting, guys, if I am missing something. I really hope that I ordered... You guys told me I have to get elderflower. I'm ordering elderflower. I'm taking more walks in sunlight. I need more sunlight right now. This lockdown's got me super woozy. It's ridiculous. Like, yesterday I was so dizzy. I'm getting a vitamin D supplement till I get more sunlight. It's like, guys, health is number one, more than anything, for sure. Because once you're not, 100%, it's a bit of a disaster. So that's a big thing. I definitely talked about that quite a bit. April, I was sick. I had strep throat in April. That was a super disaster. I met my girlfriend, though, in April, so that was really good. That was nice. Silver lining. I learned I need to focus more on what my body was telling me. I was really pushing myself to the limits every day. And then the TOS issues in April, that's when we were looking for new brokers. That really put me over the top. In January, for example, like lots of rinse and repeat days. Like in January, it was January, February, March, April were rough. Like, I look at this comment. I try to take at least one day off per week. Like, I was working like an animal. I would wake up pretty early, 6, and then I would go to bed at midnight, and every day was just endless work. Usually I would go to this local winery for just a day off, have a few wines. That was my downtime, just a little bit of drinking. Beta launched for Trade Journal in February. This was intense. In March, I'm still haunted by this. I saw a person suffocating on the sidewalk in Berlin. I think he had corona. It was hard to say, but called the ambulance, and yeah, that happened. So, just being healthy, guys, is just such an important thing. I really can't highlight it enough. And, listening to the body. I stopped doing the recap videos. I think that was in November. We started kind of tying them into the live streams because I realized, with all the screen time I was having plus the coding, I had too much screen time. By the time I was editing the recap video, I was getting really dizzy, and I would have these emotional where my face would just frown randomly. Right, it was just weird. And I was like, if I keep doing this, this is just unhealthy. So that's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna put those together, remove the recap video and add it to the live stream. So just we never made any drastic changes, but just those little tweaks. And I think going forward in 2021, let's not do anything drastic. Let's just keep on doing little tweaks again and again and again. And I think eventually, we'll look back 3 months, 6 months, 12 months and be like, wow, we came so far. But I don't think we need to change anything drastically. I don't think drastic pivots are really necessary always. It's always good to work on a problem a little bit every day. TA is wondering if I had, and CMOS is all I need, is wondering if I had COVID. I don't think so. I got tested for COVID 3 times already. Every time was negative. So I don't think it is. I think I really kind of, I don't know, need a vacation, I guess, a little bit of downtime. Omar says live streaming is better than the recap, so please keep streaming. Nice. I'll love to hear that because I actually really enjoy the streaming. I know it's a lot of content, but that's why I timestamp everything for myself and for you guys. So you could kind of cherry pick a little bit, but that's really important. Trying to think if there's really anything else to say. If you guys don't do so already, have a journal. I have almost every single day for the last 5 years, maybe even 6 years documented. And when you reflect on your journal, you get a lot of insight. It's kind of scary. I was doing my 2020, I was reading my whole 2020 journal last weekend, and I would read like a month and I'd be like, whoa, I need a break. Because it's like you dive into like a different version of yourself and like your thoughts at the time. It's quite a lot to digest, but it's really interesting. So if you guys don't journal, I highly recommend journaling. I'm a big advocate for journaling and reviewing and studying your past, and that's a big reason I started Trade Journal. You guys know I was using Google Sheets for documenting our trades for a really, really long time. So if we go to Trade Journal here and we're logged out, you can see Google template. So if you guys do want to download the Google template, but we even had the $25,000 challenge on the Google Sheets. Like that's where it all started. This is where I was documenting all the crypto trades originally. So yeah, it's been around for quite some time. Yeah, okay, I'll keep the stream, guys. I'll keep the stream. No stress. Editing videos is too much work anyway. I actually told some of my friends, like, I'm really not a big fan of creating videos, like editing videos. And they're like, why do you have a YouTube channel? And, for a while, I was like, yeah, that's a really good point. But now we don't edit any videos, and I really, really started enjoying YouTube a lot more. At first, for a while, it was just pure work, and I didn't really see the benefit. But once I started focusing more on you guys, the community, and also what's best for me, that's when everything changed. That was a really big pivot. Stop editing videos, I think. Obviously, that's not advice for any other channel, but for me personally, that makes a lot more sense, because here it's all about learning from each other, trading live. So what's the point of having an edited video, really? I'll probably do occasional edited videos. It's not like it's the end of the world, but it's definitely not the focus anymore. And I think that's totally fair. So yeah, I mean, here's the question, can we continue this curve to the upside? I think so. I mean, the thing is, obviously with bigger position size, we're going to have our biggest red day is still in front of us. Our biggest green day is still in front of us. So, but ultimately, I think we're managing our risk well. Every day I find out a little bit more about, how I like to trade. And sometimes, this is actually really funny, I like trade is set up knowing how my future self will react if I do or don't trade it. Because you ever look at a setup and you're like, I should take that one, and you don't take it, and then you're kind of upset about yourself, so you take the next setup, which isn't nearly as good, so you FOMO into a future setup because you didn't take the original setup. Like at one point you start seeing patterns and you're like, I know in 5 minutes I'm going to feel like that, so I'm going to take this trade. It's just weird. Like the more you trade, you start really figuring out what works for you. So my advice to any other traders is take it slow, have a long horizon, and just every day try to do something. Even as a developer, me personally, like some days you need that cram session. You just code for 6 hours straight. But if you really want to get a project moving along in the best possible way, just 15 minutes a day sometimes is like crucial. Just try to do it every single day. And I think that's where the whole live streaming, and that's where the whole the whole challenge and all that stuff kind of came together, because every single day we're doing the same thing, and at one point you're gonna figure it out. So TT's wondering how old I am. Yeah, I'm 28, turning 29 in September. Appreciate the likes, guys. I'm trying to think if there's really anything else to talk about. I mean, a lot of these things, and when I was reading my journal all weekend long, I was like, it's crazy. A lot of things I'm saying today I said 4 months ago. So a lot of these things repeat themselves, and if you guys been here for a little bit or reviewed any of the other recap videos, which I definitely recommend you guys check out if you haven't checked out the recap videos before, is a big part is just rinse and repeat. Practice, and try to get better a little bit every day. Let's see if it pulls up the, unfortunately not. I thought the thumbnails were going to come up. You guys could kind of see the thumbnails in case you guys are curious. But again, in the pinned comment, guys, below the YouTube video, you guys will see this if you guys want to this post, if you guys want to review it on your own time a little bit more, kind of see what I was thinking on a monthly basis. But I think that's really good. So yeah, going forward here, we're gonna have more stats, we're gonna have more charts on Trade Journal. I do have help right now on Trade Journal, so things are going a little bit faster. We're gonna have a huge improvement to the import wizard pretty soon. This is going to be a drastic improvement. So there's a lot of good stuff coming up, and a lot more review potential. Also, guys, if you think this is a good idea, let me know. We have a shirt here coming out, and I think you guys will get a kick out of it because so many people started day trading in 2020 due to the lockdown. We got a upcoming shirt for the Trade Journal store that we're going to have. So if you guys already want to put a pre-order in, write me in the Discord. It's going to come out another probably like 2 weeks, maybe less. Depends. I have to do some updates. But here's the upcoming shirt idea for Trade Journal, because I know a lot of people became day traders in 2020. So 2020 made me do it. I don't know. Is that too soon? It's a sensitive topic, but I think it's a fitting topic because a lot of people started some big projects in 2020. So in a way, it's a good thing to reflect on some of the silver linings of, the lockdown and stuff like that. And trust me, like right now it's hitting me pretty hard. But I don't know. I think there is a bit of a silver lining for sure. So, I mean, who knows? Who knows if 2020 would have been the same for me? Nice, Pablo. Yeah, if anyone is curious and they want to order it right now, just write me on Discord, and I'm gonna ship probably a few to myself right now and give it to some friends or whatnot. So let me know in the Discord. But the store went down, so I have to make some improvements there before. But yeah, new import wizard coming here to Trade Journal, so that's gonna be really big. And if you guys do want to check out the store, it's right here, but right now it's down. That's where the Corona 2020 shirt is going to be. So yeah. Any questions, guys? Yeah, that's the silver lining of 2020. Lockdown, you're forced to reflect, forced to work on, maybe your passions. And I think that's what we did here. I mean, we were doing it before the lockdown, but it definitely didn't give you an excuse not to do it. That's for sure. So it, yeah, I do. I remember when lockdown went like on peak in, when was that? March, June. Yeah. I mean, March, April, May, June, that whole time, that's when we had a huge explosion of new traders join the stream. So I know for sure this was a big reason that people started looking at the markets. I think that's a big reason the U.S. markets are what they are today. Just the amount of retail traders jumping into the market right now are insane. Even like we were talking about this today. What company was that? A company put out a catalyst that the news is retail traders are trading it. It's like, how is that news? But lately, Wall Street Bets, Reddit, just like all these forums, all these YouTubers, they're just moving these stocks because so many people, retail traders, are trading right now. It's absolutely insane. It's quite unprecedented. Like I've never seen this in my what is it now, 7 years of trading, these kind of things. So I find it quite interesting. That's fine, TA. We all Kodak it like Kodak, exactly. We all lose. We all have red days and red months. It's totally it's you can't avoid it. That's statistics. That's just how it is. When I first started trading, I had like 3 back holders that I hold for a few months. Like now, like holding a trade longer than a few like 30-45 seconds, if it's not going my way, is like the black plague. I try to avoid it at all costs. So you got to start somewhere, and you're going to make a lot of mistakes. Start small. That way you can only fall so small. Start with small size. That way you can only lose so much. And then every day just try to build on top of that. And that's really the probably the biggest kind of feedback I can give anybody, no matter what they're starting. So everything's looking pretty good. I'm pretty excited going forward here with, January. I mean, in January, we pretty much made 25% of what we made all 2020, just because, we're getting better. No major changes, but just trading the bigger position size. So yeah, it's exciting stuff. TT said made 10G on that day. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. What's the niche? Jose is wondering. We're trading small caps. If you go to tradejournal.co/connect and you want to learn a little bit more about what we are looking at, we have a checklist here. We have the foundation video series as well, to get you caught up to speed. And we have the Discord group if you're curious. But yeah, we're looking for stocks, under 50 million, ideally under 10 million, with a catalyst, with strong spike history. So it has, former runner, people know the ticker. Good daily room to run. It's, maybe above the 180-day moving average, or it's got a lot of room before major resistance levels. It's a quick ticker, in 3 minutes, it could run 20%. So it's something that's moving fast. And for me, between $2 and $7, pre-market, these are things I'm looking for. Always ask yourself, what's the most obvious gapper? These are my entries and exits. This is important. You always want to have your max stop. Yeah, I mean, in the end of the day, it's not rocket science. It's just, practice makes perfect with anything. I think a big thing to keep in mind here is, day trading really, really is a job. So if you're really passionate about something else, like, I don't know, you're an engineer, or, I don't know, anything else, like, writing books or whatever, maybe put the same amount of energy into that and you'll make, that the same amount of money or more. I think you can make, money with anything. Just know day trading is a job. It helps to be passionate about day trading. It's a long-term kind of game, and you want to kind of give yourself around, I would say like 1 to 2 quarters to really start seeing some good results. So just keep that in mind. Swing trading, on the other hand, you could probably spend 30 to 45 minutes a day swing trading, or a weekday, and, be making good returns, very hands off, but it might take a while to get to that point. Like for me, I could do swing trading now, 60 minutes a day, be totally done in peace, really relax, and make probably pretty good money. But it took me years to get to that point. So keep that in mind as well. Investing, I think that's the easiest thing for everybody. That's just buying an asset class. If it's crypto, if it's equities, blindly every month, long term for multiple years. I think that's the easiest, and that's what everyone should be doing as well. It's the day trading, swing trading, that's really more of a job. Swing trading, it takes a while to, kind of figure it out, but yeah, just know day trading is definitely a job. So if you don't show up to work, you don't make money. And if you do show up, you might lose money. So, be prepared for that as well. That's an interesting statistic. TA says, I read 20% of all equity trade volume is placed by retail traders. That could be. Could be. I have no idea on that percentage, that ratio. Yeah, retail traders are no joke. Yeah, GME is crazy. GME and BlackBerry right now, and AMC, Hertz. I mean, all these things repeat themselves. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. Yeah, things are looking good. I think we talked about everything. If you guys do have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Oh yeah, BNGO. Ooh, I'm surprised Michael's not writing that here somewhere. Again, here are the stats for 2020. With the nice chart, and here's the stats for February. So February, everything's looking good. We got another few days trading here that we will all be trading together. So I will see you guys then first thing tomorrow morning. It's Wednesday. Then we got 3 more days in total before we start the new month. So comment collect it, guys. Remember, biggest lesson, a little bit every day, and there's no need to rush into anything. Just always think about the long term, and then think, what can I do today just to put me a little bit more ahead, if it's 15 minutes. Sometimes if I'm really not in the mood or I'm not motivated, trust me, I'm not motivated many days. But I'm like, what? Let me just do 10 minutes. And then after those 10 minutes, usually I'm a little bit more motivated, and I'll do 15, 20, 30 minutes. And, if I'm really not motivated, I'll stop there. But those 30 minutes, added up over the whole year, that's really where you start seeing the dividends. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Can I do afternoon streams more to discuss tickers? I don't know. Probably not. Sometimes I do. Once I'm back in the States, I definitely will. But here, probably not because it's already too late. That's why we usually stop trading, though, at 10:30. And then from 10:30 to 11, it's all about, swing trades usually. Usually. Not so much today, but usually. Nice. Welcome, TT. All right, guys. I'm losing my voice. I'm really pushing it right now to the limit. So I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Take care, everyone. Have a great evening. Drop a like on the way out. I really do appreciate that. Subscribe if you're new. And hell yeah, guys. 2021. Let's keep at it. At the moment, I'm Berlin. All right, guys. Ciao, ciao.